there's a lot of cards that do a lot of stupid shit in this game. Hi, I'm King Gamma, and today you're here to listen to me talk about Magic the Gathering. Okay, so Magic the Gathering came out in the year 1993, the same year Sonic CD or Sonic Peak D came out. That was fucking awful. Oh my god. I'm not putting that in. There's a bunch of different formats. Unlike most card games, it's just you play the card game. Magic has different rule sets. There's standard, there's modern, there's something called Pauper where you're only allowed to use common cards. But then there's also the correct one that everyone plays, and I've never seen anyone not play this, Commander. In Commander, you have a deck of 99 cards and one commander. A commander is a card that you can play at any time as long as you have the mana to play it. This is a mana. They come in 5 colors. These are black mana. These are swamps. You're allowed to play one per turn unless a card tells you otherwise, which unless you're playing green, you probably don't have a card that says otherwise. This is a commander. Any card that says legendary creature can be a commander, and up here is their color identity. Any card in your commander deck needs to be either, in this case, green or white or colorless. It doesn't matter if it doesn't say colorless. Everybody can use colorless cards. They're colorless. They have no allegiance. I'm not here to tell you the whole rule book of Magic. I'm not here for that. I'm here to tell you that this game is the craziest thing on planet Earth. There's a lot of stupid bullshit in Magic, but there's also a lot of cool bullshit in Magic. I need you to look at this. Look at that. Look at that. That is Sonic the fucking Hedgehog, bro. Magic has sets. They send out waves of cards with themes. Sometimes it's in-world Magic original themes. Other times, much to the dismay of a lot of different Magic players apparently, I don't care, cry about it, nigga. I can play as Sonic the Hedgehog. A lot of them are pop culture themed. I'm not even gonna get into the list. There's a lot. Think of something that you like. If it's not already in Magic, it probably will be at some point. I saw some people were pissed off because they just had an in-universe Magic set centered around space travel, and now at the near the end of this year, there's going to be a Star Trek one, and they're like, "What the fuck? Just make more of the space shit!" And I don't care. Cry about it, nigga. I can play as Sonic the Hedgehog. Some people hate it. I think it's cool. And it also leads into a major point and reason that I like this game. Unlike most other card games, where if you do not play the meta, you will lose in 2 turns maximum. Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm looking at you. But in Magic, that's not the case. You can damn near build whatever the fuck you want and have a genuine chance of winning. I'm so dead ass serious. Obviously, not all cards are created equal. I'm not saying that you're gonna go up against the Mega Demon with you're gonna have to pretend like I got shit stains in my pants and like I smell like I ain't showered in 2 weeks. This card cost me my whole life savings. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm not exaggerating. Have you ever been in a card shop? The one I go to near my house, deadass has deodorant and perfume in both restrooms. Because they don't have men, women, they made them both. Both restrooms have this shit, by the way. Do you know how funny that is to me? And what's crazy is I know these people aren't fucking using it. Because I've been in that card shop before, bro. And I've smelt hot ass. So I know they're not taking use of the products on service. Anyway, Magic's fun because you can make whatever the fuck you want. There's a lot of options. But there being a lot of options also means that there's a lot of chances for the Omega Sweats of the universe. Is that me? Is that? No, that's him in the corner, bro, with the $5,000 deck. I'm not joking, by the way. Some of these cards are fucking expensive. I have 2 main examples. I didn't really even look at what they do, per se. I just found them. There is a $4,000 card called Elesh Norn. Don't know what she does. Now, this specific one that you're seeing is part of a numbered set. They only made 500 of these. I think it's 500. That one's not that crazy. I understand. But you can get this exact same card, not in the numbered set, for like $7. So what's really the point? Why am I buying this? And if you think that's crazy, you haven't fucking seen anything yet. You know Marvel and the Infinity Stones? Well, there was a Marvel set, or a Spider-Man set rather. The Marvel set is coming up. They have a card called the Soul Stone. If I remember right, it is a black mana rock. What a mana rock isn't that important. Just know it's a good thing. It's a good card. If you harness the Soul Stone, I think you pay 6 or 8 or something, and then you exile a creature, and then from then on, it's harnessed. I think once per turn, you can just bring something back from your graveyard. That's really good. I understand that. What I don't understand is why the Cosmic Foil is the down payment on a fucking house. That's what I don't get. And I tried to look into it a little bit to figure out why it's the down payment. I could buy a car with that, bro. No down payment, just flat out buy the car. I tried to figure out why it's the down payment for a house, and I couldn't find like a concrete answer, but it sounds like the general answer is that people think there's only like maybe 50 of these in the world. And they can't fully tell, because I guess normally stuff like this is, serialized with a number that tells you this is this number out of this many. But it doesn't have that. It's just a picture of the stone. And it looks pretty. You can use it just like the normal card, which is way less, mind you. Still expensive. Way less, mind you. Brother, it's fucking cardboard. I could go to my printer, print this shit, and glue it to cardboard. Would it be legal to play in a tournament? No. But I'm not fighting the Mega Demons at those tournaments. What do I care? Oh, Gamma, you can't just print out the card. That's not legal. You can't use the fucking card. You can't play anybody. Not correct. There's a thing called proxies. Look at this card. Yeah, it's a great card, isn't it? It's a wonderful card. That's how much it costs. Now, there are a lot of cards in Magic that say similar or sometimes literally the exact same thing, but they're different cards. This isn't one of those cases. I'm pretty sure Anointed Procession is the only one that really says make twice that amount. At least it's the only one I've heard of. I could be wrong. And that's really fucking good, which is why it's expensive. But I'm not the kind of guy to spend $50 on one fucking card. Anything above 10 is already a stretch. However, for $6, I could have a proxy. You see how they look the exact same? That's because functionally they are. One's just not official. They look the same. They would serve the exact same purpose. It's just not the real card. Same thing with this. I recently traded in a shit ton of cards that I'm not going to use, and I didn't see anything I wanted, so I actually got my fiance a copy of Talk. I probably put up the full screenshot I have of that card right now. You can tell that's a $50 card. I said I wouldn't buy myself a $50 card. I didn't say anything about other people. But over on this website, $10, which still a little much if you ask me. Here's the only thing about proxies. You obviously can't use them in like tournament, but like I said, who wants to fight Captain Buttfart? So if you're just playing casually, normally if you just walk up on the group that you're about to play with and say, hey, do y'all mind if I use this proxy, and explain to them what it's a proxy for, 9 times out of 10, they don't care. People are normally pretty chill about it. They're like, yeah, man, go ahead. We don't really give a fuck. Notice how I said a proxy. I've personally never seen anyone show up and be like, hey guys, I got like 5 or 10 proxies in this deck. Y'all fucking mind? I've never seen that. But if it was me personally, you have more than 1 or 2, maybe 3 at the most. Here's the thing. There's a lot of cards in this game. There's a lot of cards that do a lot of stupid shit in this game. There's a lot of cards that do a lot of stupid shit that when paired together cause actual genuine Armageddon. You can make infinites in this game. Effects that trigger effects that go for an infinite amount of time or until you stop them. Which, why would you stop them once it starts? You wouldn't. So it's infinite. I compiled a few of them, but they're on my computer in a folder. So around now, I'm gonna cut away to my computer to walk you through this, and then we'll come back here and finish up, right? Which means nothing to me. I'm just gonna keep talking. This is the easiest one for me to explain to you. Whenever you draw a card, Niv Mizzet deals 1 damage to any target. Ignore this. This isn't important. An enchantment aura lets you enchant a creature. Whenever the enchanted creature deals damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. Oh, what's that? You dealt damage? Okay, draw a card. You drew a card. Oh, you drew a card? Well, then you deal a damage. Oh, you dealt a damage. You see how the cycle continues? That's what an infinite is. Here's another crazy one. Creatures entering the battlefield does not cause abilities to trigger. That's fine, okay. When this comes into play, you skip your next turn. Because this is on the field, that part doesn't happen. But what happens when it leaves play is you take an extra turn after this one. Conjurer's Closet says that at the beginning of your end step, you may exile target creature you control and return it to the battlefield. You will take this off the battlefield, it will come right back, and you'll just have another turn, and you'll do this every single turn. Nobody else gets to play the game.
Are you serious?
Here's one for infinite life. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. This creature comes in with 2 1/1 counters. You can, for free, mind you, remove a 1/1 counter from it to gain 2 life. You have therefore gained life. Give it another 1/1 counter. It will never run out of 1/1 counters. You will gain infinite life. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, untap Midnight Guard. You can put this aura on him. And he will gain this effect. Tap to create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. A creature token, which is still a creature, will have entered the field and he will untap, therefore allowing you to make infinite 1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens. Infinites aren't all made equally. Some of them are easier to stop than others. Some cards can do something like Rakdos' Charm, where for 1 black and 1 red, choose one and you can choose that for each creature to deal 1 damage to its controller. So if they make infinite tokens, you can just say, fuck you, you're dead then. So that one's not exactly made equal. This one, not exactly made equal. It's not gonna guarantee kill anybody unless it hits. So if, you have a creature, you're fine. This, however, circumvents all that shit. It goes over your head and goes directly to any target, and opponents count as targets. This is a pretty high tier infinite. Once this one starts, you kind of can't stop it. Most of them are good to go and will not stop unless you have some instant that says, oh, destroy one of the cards that's letting them infinite. But that's basically the general idea of what an infinite is.
Now, I know that sounds scary. It is. I've been hit with a few infinites. I've ran 3 of them so far. You know the underlying factor between people who have an infinite in their deck? They never want to fucking warn you that they have an infinite in their deck. And you always find out right as you start drawing the cards that you need for your comeback. Oh man, fuck yeah. I could bring this back actually. I could absolutely bring this back. And then they put down 1 card and then they're like, that's my infinite. Game's over. Fuck, man. You couldn't have warned me first? And I get it. If you had an infinite in your deck, you'd want to pull that shit off. It'd be cool. I understand that. Warn me so I can tell you I don't want to fucking play against you though, bro. Holy shit. It's not all bad though. The Wizards of the Coast, as they're called, the people who make Magic, they occasionally release an unsomething set. They've got 5 of them so far. There's the Unsanctioned, the Unhinged, the Unstable, the Unglued, and the Unfinity sets are what we have so far. These are joke cards. They are not meant to be used in actual games of Magic. However, they are funny as fuck, and I wish they were. Sometimes, not all the time, if I was minding my own business at the table and somebody said, I pay 4 and tap this shit, started ripping they shit up. Yeah, all those cards are destroyed. It'd be funny as fuck. I might punch you though. I have also compiled a list of the unsets that I am also now going to cut away to my computer to tell you about. And then we'll come back here again.
So these are the 5 sets. We're gonna do Unfinity last. I just have a few things in each. I know this doesn't look like a few, but that's because these are all 1 card. Normally the rules in Magic say that you are only allowed to have 1 card of the same name. I don't know if that also applies for the unsets, but let's assume that it does. You would ask yourself, well, why are there 6 different versions of this card? That's because they all have protection from different shit.
odd collector numbers, which are these, I think. These numbers down here. They even have one for even collector numbers. Protection from loose lips. Nothing with an open mouth in its artwork. Obviously, I didn't bring entire sets in here. Like, this one's only got one. Alexander Clamilton. Unhinged. The Rod. 1 cost artifact. 2 and tap it. It deals 1 damage to target player, then you untap the Rod of Spanking, unless that player says, "Thank you, sir, may I have another?" And some of the cards are just like this. They make you either say or do something. That takes me to Volrath's motion sensor in the Unglued set, which I actually have a copy of. I do, for some reason, have this card. I don't know where it came from. I don't know why I have it. I have never bought any of these sets. And this one is a reference to an expensive ass card. Yeah, there's just this hyper expensive card called the Black Lotus. It's free to place down, and then it gives you 3 mana of like any color. This has always and always will be an expensive ass card, because that's just insane. For free, I just get 3 extra mana. That's like waiting 3 turns to place down land. And here's Blacker Lotus, where you also tear it in 2 pieces and add 4 mana of any 1 color to your mana pool. I don't fully know what's up with the Infinity set, but from what I can tell, it seems to all be carnival themed. Like, they've even got attraction cards and stickers and tickets. I've seen one of these cards in real life, and I wanted to make it so bad, and then I found out that these aren't real cards and I can't make them. This is a special occasion card. It's not in any of the folders because I don't think it's a part of any unset. It literally says on the website, special occasion. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you're eating food, genuine food, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Use food to represent it. When that thing dies, if it's represented by food, eat it. Not a real card, by the way. I mean, well, actually, to be honest, I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe you can actually use this one. It's not in the unsets. It's not doing anything insanely crazy either. It's just food.
But that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Maybe we could talk about some of these just insane cards with weird, funky, legal, by the way, effects. You know, there's a blue card, I think several, that make you play the game with your hand, everybody, by the way, with their hand exposed. You know, the one thing you don't want your opponents to see? And that's not even the worst one. That's mild. I haven't even told you about counterspells. We don't gotta talk about that shit at all. But I hope you enjoyed me talking about Magic the Gathering. If this is something y'all want to hear more about, let me know down in the comments. If I missed something or glossed over something that you think would be cool to let us all know about, let me know down in the comments. And until the next time, I've been King Gamma, and thank you for listening to me yap about Magic the Gathering. I've refrained from speaking because, honestly, I don't give a fuck. I only came here because I thought we were going to play Magic the Gathering. You're an alien from outer space, nigga. Why do you know what Magic the Gathering is? What the hell?